pushing hard to keep Max. And I'm like, why? It's because I think you're so close to him.
Previously on Survivor Weekender.
I don't love Max. But how are you? People think you and Max are a duo. I trust you. It's really hard to trust
too.
people here. Seems like we're leaning Max.
Yeah, I think so.
Alex is on Joseph with Max.
Yes.
I have a choice. That's a great move.
I think you're thinking Max. I'm sorry.
You need to make the best move for you. I am here as a friend, so I will help you the best I can. If you don't write my name down,
It's the first one.
that's it.
Yeah, as far as I knew.
Because if it is like Ding or Max, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not there.
Okay.
I'm voting Joseph just because I think you're a really big threat.
Sorry, Max.
Next person voted out of Survivor Weekender Season 3, Max. I'm bringing your torch. Got outwitted. I got outlasted. Got outplayed.
Yeah, minus 6. We did.
Good job, everyone.
Good job, guys.
Thank you again. No problem. Thank you as well.
Yeah, of course.
There was like 3 names going around. I told everyone that I was willing to do any of them, and then they like still decided to exclude me from that vote. I just don't see like a reason why like they had to do that, and like so it's just getting to the point where it's like it's just feeling really personal.
I look purposely exclude you from
I mean, I just feel like with the Allie one, it's like I get it. Like I didn't want to vote Allie, and like it's fair for you guys to all like do that, but like. With this one, like, I genuinely did not care at all. Even if you thought I was, like, pro-Joseph, like, I don't know why you couldn't have just been like, hey, I know you're pro-Joseph, like, would you be open to Max? And, like, I don't know why you didn't do that. I don't know why Joseph didn't do that. Like, I don't think I've done anything to be like, I would go to Max. Like, I haven't worked with Max this whole game. This was the first vote that I was, like, actually voting with. He wrote my name down, like, a tribal or 2 ago. Like, Max is, like, the person I've worked with the least. After, like, the last couple votes, there's just nobody left at camp that I, like, really trust. And it's, like... So I just feel really alone.
I feel really bad that Alex is feeling so upset because no one is going into this game thinking like I really want to hurt somebody's feelings. When you and I had a conversation, you said that you were trusting what Max was saying, and I feel like
for this vote, and he was trusting.
And I feel like trust is such a huge thing in this game. I was like, oh, you say you feel like you trust Max. And I think trust is like a big word out here. There's probably also, like, if I'm being 100% honest, a small part of me that is skeptical of Alex right now. Like, he wrote my name down and suggested my name to people. I think that is definitely, if I'm being honest, in some way shaping how much information I want to give with him. Like, when you're working with someone, you like walk away and you're like, tell me if you hear anything about me and I'll tell you if I hear anything about you. And he didn't do that for me after I thought we had a relationship that was gonna last in this game.
I feel like Tasha was the one that had like a really strong relationship with
Max.
And I'm like, why is Tasha in on this and not me?
Tasha seemed to everyone like she was never going to vote out Max. That seemed to be her primary ally. And then when I talked to her, she said that she was open to voting him out and that I was her primary ally. And so I think that that was a vote to solidify that relationship. Like, I don't want to hurt your feelings at all. And I don't want you to feel like you're like alone or that you can't like talk to me. I am never purposely excluding you from things, Alex. Like, that's just like not my intention at all. I do apologize for hurting your feelings on that.
That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
from his perspective, he didn't know that everyone had made the decision that it was Max. And he doesn't understand why he wasn't included on the decision, because he felt like he was very flexible to voting Max out, and he like really likes you.
I wasn't honest with them about my choice.
Is it? Is that what Brittany said? Because if it is like Dane and Max, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm out there.
Okay.
I feel really guilty about that, and I really regret not telling Alex that the move was Matt, because I really think that Alex is a very honest and genuine person.
I think the exhaustion has really set in for all of us. We're even now seeing the emotions start to come out from people. Some of the things in the game may be bleeding into people's friendships. We're getting really wrapped up in this world right now. So emotionally, I'm still trying to keep myself in the game and focus on my current moment. I think emotionally, I'm trying to mask the chaos with a cute face. And we'll see how well I do it.
The emotional labor of this game is not really something that I had anticipated to be as difficult as it is. Going into this, I was more thinking physical challenges, you vote off people, you don't really know them, you just get to know them for a day or two, not that big of a deal, but it's really trauma bonding in a way, because you're competing, you're voting each other out, you're just getting closer, you're sharing information, you're literally sleeping in a tent and eating out of a pot with people that you just met. You can't help but bond with them, and that makes this really, really difficult. And for me, I found that that is the most difficult part of the game.
The final 6. And a little bit of sunshine out for you guys. First things first, I'll take that back. Are you ready to get to your next individual immunity challenge?
Ooh, yeah!
Okay, this challenge is fairly simple. For today's challenge, each of you is going to be standing on one of the 6 floating platforms. You're going to stand in a painted square, and then after a period of time in an even smaller painted square, and then after that on one leg. Last person standing without falling over is the winner. Okay, everybody up. And this challenge is on. Everyone's staring straight ahead, trying to keep their balance. A little bit of wobbling here and there, but mostly people look pretty solid. Big wobble for Brittany. Big wobble for Alex. A lot of movement for Alex and Brittany right now. bit of wobbling for Corey now. Joseph and Danny are looking very solid. In 15 seconds, we're going to make it a little harder. You're going to need to bring your feet inside the white paint to the smaller box. I'm going to give you 20 seconds to get there. That live transition period starts now. Start making your way inside the box. Gonna get a little bit harder now. A lot more wobbling. As people try to get situated. Wobble for Alex now. Everyone's staying very solid. Danny just trying out one foot just for fun. No one is fazed by this part of the challenge. So, in 15 seconds, we're going to move up to 1 foot. I'll give you 30 seconds to get there in the live transition, and then we'll be in that portion of the challenge from here on out. Okay, that transition begins now. You have 30 seconds to get out to 1 foot. Danny's up. Yeah, you can be anywhere in 1 foot, especially Tasha. Okay, you have 10 seconds now to get onto 1 foot. Everyone's got to get up. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Danny, very wobbly. Danny is out. Brittany is out. Tasha is out. And Joseph is out. And Corey wins individual immunity. All right, second straight individual immunity. Corey, come right over. You will be once again safe at Tribal Council, not voted out.
Wild. I didn't think I was a comp beast. Who knew? Put me on the challenge, you know? Like, call me up, CVS, but still, I think it's great. I didn't think I was gonna win. Honestly, balance is my thing, so the foot thing and then also out in the water, they're both balanced. So I was like, might as well just win it. Guarantee my safety, you know? There's already a target on my back. People are probably already afraid to maybe sit with me at the end, and they're already thinking that, so maybe win out, but hopefully my relationships keep me around.
Sadly, one of the rest of you will be voted out at the next Tribal Council. I'll let you gather your things, head back to camp, talk it out.
I think I'm still being labeled as a physical threat, even though I won a challenge way back yesterday. I think people know that I'm a social threat too, and that I'm obviously going to be a threat of someone that's like talks really well at Final Tribal Council. I feel like I've had some bangers at Tribal Council as it is, so this vote is all about getting over the hump for me. I definitely think that this may be a time when people would want to target Joseph or I, and it's going to be really tempting, but I fear if we do that, you would follow us right out. And there really are only 2 votes left in the game.
I know.
So it's more important now than ever to like not fuck this up.
I would love for Danny to stay around. Danny and I have been working together for a long time. They're really great. They've had my back, I think. I've had their back. I've saved them twice. I think I can plead my case better than they can at Final Tribal, and I really enjoy their company.
I know it would be scary for us to like think about all just sitting at the end together, but that's our only way that we'll even end up there, or else we're just kind of like waiting and hoping that, you know, it'll work out for us. But I would be so afraid and so sad if the next 3 boots just in a row, you, me, and then Joseph. And that's where I fear it could go.
I think keeping Danny around because that's keeping Tasha's focus on Danny, and she won't backstab me at her number 1. So keeping Danny here is key.
Oh, perfect.
Hey. We were just talking.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I definitely fear they may strike at us this round, so yeah.
I mean, but like after next.
I know.
Else we're next.
That's why I said, like, I feel comfortable with you guys and Brittany and Tasha, so like, Alex is the easiest vote.
People are saying going to the end with a strong trio and not putting one person with 2 weaker players, and do they mean that? Are they just saying that? People might end up making a selfish strategic move.
Hey.
Is that Alex?
Yeah, I think it's just like the easiest. The only thing I was a little worried about was that I think Tasha may have an idol, so at the next round she'd be immune.
She said that she wanted to play it this round. Oh, last round she said she was gonna.
If she does that, that would be even better.
Yeah.
Then it goes out and we don't have to worry about it. But in the inkling that she's just saying that in order to get us to not vote for her and she saves it, are we fully against the blind side on her?
I want Brittany and Corey in. Corey will be in, so I also want Brittany in. I don't have any plans on voting for Brittany. We've just worked together for many votes, and like, it hasn't taken a ton for us to get on the same page, and we've stuck together through and through. And she seems happy to go to the end with me, and I would be happy to go with her. Honestly, out of the other 3, I'm okay with kind of whoever it lands on there, as long as it lands on one of them.
Or yeah.
I don't want to put all of the votes on her because, like, if she's being true, then so you're saying 2 on Alex and 2 on Tasha.
I mean, if we do 2-2, they can do whatever.
Yeah.
I don't actually hate that plan.
Yeah.
Because then if Tasha doesn't play the idol and she bluffs, she goes home with the idol on the revote. And if she does play it, we still get out Alex. And we're still all here.
Yeah.
Splitting the votes, 2 on Tasha, 2 on Alex, possibly flushing or eliminating Tasha with her idol, or then just taking out Alex. The plan sounds perfect on paper, but not perfect in execution, and I can't put it past them to maybe want to target me. So I'm just gonna say a hope and a prayer and hope that these people that have been looking out for me so far can continue to look out for me towards the end game.
I feel really good with this group.
Yeah.
I do as well.
I'll just
the
go
most
with
pragmatic people I've met this whole weekend.
We're all just like,
I would be.
we understand what the situation is.
Yeah.
I think I was definitely a bit cocky coming in, and I think that's like partly why it like hit me so hard, where it's like it's hard to like get people to like want to work with you, especially if you like do something early in the game or like lose someone's trust early. I think the biggest threats are Danny, Joseph, and Corey, and I want to make sure that like if one of us gets to the end with them, we have something to show for it.
I'm trying to get Danny out right now. I also just don't trust them as a player. I think that out of all the people here, I would feel better about the people who are here besides Danny winning over Danny.
Joseph and Corey are the 2, like they will know how to make fire. I don't think Danny is necessarily good at fire.
I think he might be.
You think?
Yeah.
Why? What makes you think
Because
that?
I think this is why I think this is because, okay, so before the game started,
Yeah.
and we saw the little teaser trailer. We don't know who was playing,
Yeah.
but I was looking to see who liked the post, and so I saw Danny's Instagram, and they are like, they do this like all the time.
Like survivors?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that they might be better than they are letting on.
Do you like that 2-2 thing, or you just want to stick with like one person?
I think it's a good group. I guess my concern is like the emotional component with Alex.
I know.
That's like the toughest part for me. Him and Tasha just think it's a simple Danny vote. As far as I can tell.
Yeah, the human aspect is sucky because I don't want to backstab Tasha.
I don't want to backstab Tasha. I don't want to
Alex just was coming up with a real tough one, and then like, I mean, either he gets voted out or is like here after being this way.
Again.
So it's like brutal either way.
Honestly, that Dinah situation is like heavy on my mind in terms of like what that looks like to the jury.
Actually,
and having her on jury. Yeah.
And they definitely played some part in that, and that's like the biggest move of everything. So
Yeah.
it makes sense.
I mean, do you want to keep Danny around?
I think they are serious.
I think they are too.
Going forward with this, and I think Brittany is too. I think so. That's my main thing.
Tasha's idol does scare me.
Yes.
I'm fine with the two too.
No, I think yeah, we can do it, but
Either way, it's either Alex or Tosh.
Yeah.
Just personally. Yeah.
They're thinking Dinah. And so I really like Danny. I think I sometimes worry about how other people react in front of the jury.
Yeah.
And that Nina thing was so impressionable. Like none of us, except the people who did that vote, like knew what was happening, and it was super apparent, you know. So I think the human aspect of it is like we're concerned about losing Alex, and I think we can like give it a break.
We think selfishly for a second, which sucks to think, but like, let's say next round something happens and it's like he takes your spot.
He takes my spot.
Yeah. I mean, can you live? I mean, I guess I could live with that. Thank I have you my humanity, but also like we just went to 5 days. We're so close.
Yeah.
Or 3 days.
yeah,
Not 5 days.
yeah.
3 days, and
Yeah.
like we're at top 5. And
Like I could go either way, like
can-
strategic or human.
At the Olive Garden Italian restaurant, we speak a different language. We have no words for can't and won't. No phrases for a little less. In fact, we don't know the meaning of enough. Some would say speaking a different language can make all the difference in the world. The Olive Garden Italian restaurant, where all the best of Italy is yours. Come back for the endless refills of salad and garlic breadsticks that make us special.
Tasha and Brittany, I think, are leaning to vote you. So do I want to blindside Tasha?
I think if you put your vote on Tasha, that might be like a good idea. I think I would vote that way too, because I think it's a smart move for us, but we need to convince Corey and Joseph of that.
Just don't throw me under the bus.
Oh, no.
That, please.
No. I was kind of throwing you guys under the bus and then saying that you were going to vote for me, and I was like, okay. I didn't believe a lot of the things that he was saying, and he wasn't giving me the same reassurance I've gotten in the past from him, so. Because he was like grasping at everything, he kept like adding more details, and then he'd be like, and Tasha and Brittany are coming for you, and that's all the more reason to turn on them. And I'm like, all of these things you wouldn't be telling me because I already don't feel close to him. I think it was just to like rile me up and like get that paranoia higher.
But Danny was pitching, and I think this is like actually a good move, is like if me, you, and Danny try to vote out Tasha, everyone loves Brittany. Everyone freaking loves Tasha too. Like they're two of the most like social, like personable people. Like they're so easy to get along with. Like I think for you, like the best shot is like us two and Danny. And like I know for a fact Danny was like all in on like if us three like lock in our votes, it's gonna be 3-3, and then Brittany would flip on Tasha at that point, you know?
Do you believe what you said about Alex? Do you think that was I don't know if I was with that. I don't know. So that's why I'm like, do you think they just straight toss my name out at some point? Yeah. Right? So like that, of course, always has to be. Yeah.
If push comes to shove and we don't feel like the girls are with us, it's better that the three of us just put it on Alex or Tasha and just go split and see what happens. Do it.
Yeah.
Because the alternative is we end up doing the split and it's 3-2-1, I go home.
Yeah.
My game's in your hands.
I'm trying.
I appreciate it. So, what do you think?
Joseph was like kind of hesitant on it. Which I don't love. But it's either Joe or Corey.
I think we could get Corey to do it because he also has immunity, so he'll
He's very safe because of the rocks.
And also, I mean, I'm sorry, if it ties with 3 votes Tasha and 3 votes me, I'm standing up and going, this girl has an idol, vote her out right now.
Yeah.
Let's take the shot.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of another advantage. Let's get rid of somebody who will be at the end, who has a quieter story that they can tell.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can lock in Corey, I'm down. Cool. So I'm giving 2 different stories. On one hand, I'm telling Danny that I'm willing to vote with them and one other person to put 3 votes on Tasha since she has an idol. So like worst case would be like a 3-3 tie. That is like a very unlikely option to work because Danny, every time he'll like go to each person and say that I'm the one pitching this and trying to like throw me under the bus.
Okay, Brittany and Tasha are voting for me. So point blank, if we all just flip our votes onto Tasha, Alex is voting for Tasha. She will go home with the idol, but if she plays it, I go home. Okay. So.
Alex might vote for you.
And even better, on the revote, I have no problem standing up and throwing Tasha onto that bus.
I still have my idol right now, and trying to decide when to use that. I'd rather hold on to it one more tribal council just to ensure my placement. But at the same time, can I trust the people over there? Because a lot of them know that I have this idol here. I want to believe that what they're telling me is true and that I'm safe and I can take this and go forward. But at the same time, if I don't use this right now and I get voted out, I would be so ashamed of myself.
I want to flush Tasha's idol. I don't really want to split votes.
Yeah.
I think the splitting votes thing could get us in trouble.
Yes. Do you have like a plan of what you're gonna do with GIO, or have you?
I mean, not yet,
Okay.
really. I mean, I'm trying to decide if I need to use it right now. I hope you're not thinking me, you know, I know.
Yeah. No. We've
been...
I trust that you haven't put my name out
No, I have
this
not.
time, and I think it would be better for us both to be advised.
I think so too. Yeah, we've got a good thing going here.
Yeah. we got this.
Yeah.
I know you want Danny, so I'll back whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I would rather do Alex because I feel more comfortable with the 5.
Who would you rather go against? Danny or Alex? Who's gonna have a better argument? You know, what's Alex done in the game? What big moves has Alex done?
Yeah.
So I'll go with just the Alex thing.
I think I'm going to be talking to him about Tasha going side. What? Yeah, so yeah.
I know my woman with Danny. They just fed me a bunch of lies.
They're fucking hustling right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with that. Said it was.
Are you sure? I don't want to do
No.
Yeah,
no. I think we've all give and take here, so I'm fine with that.
And then you don't have to worry about that. We recommend it.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, like, we got you. Like, I
got you guys.
Yeah.
My gas has been on the throttle since the start. I've been to now 9 tribal councils as of this one. I've received 4 votes against me, and I have not let up this entire time. I have had my back up against the wall many times, and my name, I feel like, is constantly one that is being brought up. So the fact that I'm even still here in the final 6 kind of speaks to my strategic and social game.
Feel about going around here and ideally here. And how do you feel
That's
about
wild.
Johnson?
Do you want to lay it all out there on tribal?
Oh, if I start to let it slip now, all of this sprinting will be for nothing. So I'm running full force at the end of this game.
We'll now bring in the members of our jury. Angie, Danny, Sula, Carter, Maris, Brucey, Nina, Allie, and Max voted out last tribal council. Okay, Corey, I'll start with you. Second straight individual immunity win. Big moment in the game. How does it feel to have that necklace around your neck in this vote?
Yeah, it's a little scary and also nice at the same time. I mean, you know, voting and having the you know, I don't know, your alliance voting with you and you don't have the immunity, it builds better trust because then you know they're not going for you or anything like that. But you know, it's still nice to just be safe at the same time.
Tasha, does Corey showing his strength and challenges kind of raise his profile in a way that people are thinking about right now?
I mean, I would assume so. I mean, anytime anybody wins a lot of challenges, I mean.
Brittany, did you think you would get to the final 6 when you started this game?
I was really nervous coming into this, and I was just like, I'm just gonna try my best, but I'm not gonna be too hard on myself if I don't do what I would love to do, which I think everyone would love to do, and that's maybe to do that.
Alex, just to piggyback off of that, as a fan of the game, have you played this game the way you thought you would play it?
I, going in, expected to get far. I just didn't expect to get far like how I got far. I think it's been like a lot rockier than I expected. There's a lot more like ups and downs. I was confident in myself going in. It's just, yeah, it's definitely a lot more difficult than I expected.
And by difficult, do you mean just like the game is difficult, just navigating it, or just, you know, physically difficult, emotionally difficult?
All of the above. I think emotionally and like socially is like the hardest.
Yeah. Joseph, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think the physical part of this game is manageable, and then people really underestimate the emotional and social just energy it takes to be here.
Danny, do you think that the bonds you've made in this game are real?
This is such a sentimental question. Honestly, yeah, no, like I'm the type of person that like no matter what happens in the game was the game and life is life. So I feel like I've left with 17 new friends.
Corey, does that just inevitably color the way you approach having to vote someone off down at final 6? Is there a kind of emotional story that you want to be able to tell that impacts some of the moves?
Yeah, we're all human on some level, and even in our decisions, the past couple of tribals, we've talked about like, how is this person going to present themselves in the final Tribaton? So how are they going to upsell themselves over you, or what have they done, and those kind of things. So everyone's having those conversations, and those emotions are coming into it. Like,
Tasha, do you feel like everyone sitting here, from a game perspective, deserves to be here?
I think that everybody that's sitting here has played an amazing game, and I'm so happy to be competing against these people.
If everybody deserves to win, on the one hand, that feels good. That's a game that you all can be proud of as people and as game players. But on the flip side, if you're looking to take out the biggest target, if everyone's a target, then how do you pick?
That's a great question, Brian. I am literally, as I'm sitting here at Tribal Council, something I'm still considering.
How about you, Danny? Do you think this vote is up in the air for people, or you think they know what's going to happen?
No, I think they know what's happening. And quite frankly, I guess we'll just lay it out on the line. I have been going up against the chopping block, I feel like, almost every single time, and I've heard my name come out of almost everybody's mouth, but I also feel like I serve as a great shield at the next vote, which is the last vote you can vote somebody off at. I feel like I have been nothing but truthful to at least some of the people that I've talked to here, frankly. And I don't know, I feel like if you take me out now, there's definitely going to be people that will find themselves on that chopping block and in the firing line next. So no, I do think people have made up their mind.
Alex, surprising? At least Danny thinks that a lot of people have decided to vote for Danny.
Yeah, it's not surprising. I think most of the tribe is kind of on the same page.
So you did have a plan. Cute. Top has an idol.
Corey, is that surprising? Is that common knowledge to all of you?
I think it's common knowledge now. I don't think it was, I mean, everyone probably over here now knows. I mean, knew once I got out, but yeah, it's common knowledge now that Tasha has an idol.
I mean, Brittany, idols can be huge.
I think idols are a really important consideration, right? And I think that knowing that information in its own way is like some kind of power, right? Like knowing who has an idol and being able to have open conversations with them, I think is really important.
Danny, do you have an expectation for how this idol is going to be used?
No, I don't have any expectations. Tasha wasn't forthcoming with me about either A, having the idol, or B, telling me about what the plan was. And no shade, love. I mean, half of us already knew. Only Alex just got filled in this round. But I think, as you can see, I'm pleading my case in the game to why I should stay. And I think, frankly, with the idol still in your possession, somebody will have the necklace, you will have the idol, and you three, however it pans out, will be the only names on the chopping block at the final vote. So, just something to think about.
Brittany, that's kind of a compelling case. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's a compelling case. Like, I 100% agree. I think that Danny is doing a really good job just like laying out what is going on here. If you're approaching those conversations with openness, then you, like, some of it will filter through, you know? So I think that there's so much to consider. And that's kind of what makes this game fun.
Well said. We'll start on the right here. Corey, you're up first.
See you later.
Sorry, Tasha! Alex, this is only because she's probably playing the idol. Damn it. Fuck, not before the finale. It could be so easy. It could be literally.
All right, I'll go tally the votes. Sorry. All right, I've tallied the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage that they would like to play, now would be the time to do so.
It's gonna be a shock to everyone.
This is a hidden immunity item. Any votes for Tasha will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, Danny. Second vote, Danny. Third vote, Danny. Fourth vote, Alex. Fifth vote. Next person voted out of Survivor Weekender Season 3, Danny. That's 4, that's enough.
Oh my god! Thanks, guys. This is so fun. Please play hard. If I could win a finale, guys. Sorry about that. Oh my god. Okay. Since this is the first time I forgot my phone, live fast, die young. Bad girls do it well.
Danny, your tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Final 5. Each of you have made it to one of the last junction points in this game, and you've taken out a big competitor. We'll see how the final end game plays out. Grab your things, head back.
Oh, nice. I think we got a lot of
So I was just voted off probably right before the finale, which sucks. I've been to 9 tribal councils, caught 9 votes, and been on the chopping block every single round. I've been Team TV this whole time, and I hope the fans have been enjoying it because I've just been going balls to the walls. Now that I'm on the jury, I'm looking for that in another player to win this game.